Preacher here, and this is a day in the life of a biker, and man, every time I roll through this town, I hear that song by Montgomery Gentry. This is my town, Victory in Jesus. I'm in Oakdale, California. I am heading to the Road Militia Run. You know what? This is their 10th annual run, and one of their members come up to me and said, "Preacher, why can't you make our run?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And they said, "We've been around 10 years. Since I've been in the club, you haven't been there." I stopped and I thought about it. I said, "Well, last time I was at your run, you guys held it at a park in Oakdale." And he said, "That was our very first one." So, man, I am long overdue to make a Road Militia run. So I'm on my way out. You know what? These guys are some stand-up guys. I know it's going to be a good time. Monsters Barbecue's cooking, so the food is going to be number one. It's going to be awesome. And I'm looking forward to this. But, you know, this parking lot right here, you see that building? That's the old Oakdale movie theaters. I remember when one of the times they reopened, the lady that owned it gave me tickets to invite my whole family for like 50 cents or 25 cents a piece, just to try to get business in there. It was a cool place. Over here on the side, that Caltrack Saloon, I remember dropping my grandfather off there in 1985. He's a World War II veteran. He used to like to go hang out there. I got a lot of memories just in this parking lot alone. That's what happens when it's your town. Anyway, on my way through here, we're going to take a left, go out of town, and on the edge of town, actually, to my real town. You know, I went to school in Valley Home, but my town is actually, my town's actually Valley Home. I went to school in Oakdale. And Valley Home's a little community outside of Oakdale, population 228. And, you know, these guys can't seem to go, so I'm just going to go around them, don't mind me. Anyway, you gotta enjoy it. You gotta enjoy these small towns. You gotta enjoy this country feel. You know, when you go rafting up from Knight's Ferry, you come down under this bridge right here, you park, and this is where the rafting trip usually ends. It's a really nice little foothill community out in the middle of, well, the Central Valley. Anyway, I know this run's going to be a good time. It's going to be, it's held at the, I don't know the name of this place I'm going to. I know that in the 80s, my Aunt Dee owned it. It was called Whiskey River. But it's going to be a good time. This parking lot's the last place I saw my mom alive. So every time I think about that, I think about the last time I got to see my mother. And it was a blessed time. It was a good time. Anyway, let's go ahead and see how this goes. Hey, you got video evidence.
Let's go ahead. Okay, you guys gotta hit this right here. I did the same thing earlier. racing here. I'm with Chuck from Militia. And when you started swimming, you said, Mike, hey, what was your first motorcycle?
I had an '06 road bike.
'06 road? That's a lot of bikes for a first bike.
Yeah, well, that was my first. I mean, back in the day when I was in high school, I had a custom Honda 750.
Dude, did you chop it? No. Those bikes are pretty cool. You know, see, he started out on a 750 custom Honda, and he ended up on the '06 Road Glide for his first Harley. Get out there and ride. It don't have to be a Harley from the beginning.
Right.
Start that love. It'll never go away.
Yeah. Get on two wheels.
Alright, that was a good time. Victory in Jesus. You know, Bob and I are getting ready to head out. We're going to head back through Oakdale to go home. Of course, I told them we're going to go the back way through town. You got to be careful anytime you go through the city of Oakdale. There is a law enforcement officer who said that he will pull over any patch he sees riding through town. We do get profiled. And they have pulled over people and even searched them against their will. So anytime you go through Oakdale, you got to be aware of that. There's another town in the area that does that too. Maybe one of these days when I'm riding through there, I'll tell you about it. Anyway, I want to talk about facing the future. Acts 2:25 and 26. I saw the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I will not be shaken. Therefore, my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body will live in hope. If you are fearful and worried about the future, you will project the very things that you fear and wish to avoid into your future. Like Job, you will then find yourself saying, "What I feared has come upon me." You know, Job 3:25. A sure way of increasing your hope is to work hard at maintaining a positive faith in Jesus Christ. Strengthen the ties that you have with him until he becomes a living, dynamic reality to you. The more real he becomes to you, the more your fears, which have undermined your trust in him, will be transformed into steadfast, constant faith in the Lord. Then you will be able to venture fearlessly into the future. You know, I tell people this all the time. It's about drawing near to God. If you put in your faith in God who is faithful, your faith is going to grow. Not because of us, we fall short, but because God is faithful. So Proverbs 3:5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. Acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will make your path straight." Hey, Jesus loves you. So do I. Give me a victory in Jesus in the comments. Keep it shiny side up, and be blessed.